Okay, awesome.
Look, I got a bigger Spider-Man symbol.
I love it. You and my son would get along so well.
I'm a big
Spider-Man loves his Spider-Man. Hello, Dennis. We're going to get started here in just a moment. So make sure you're ready to listen because we're going to read the story together today.
Hey.
Hey. Okay. So then we have an activity after the story. But we're going to talk about our story today. So make sure you're muted, please. Everybody mute, please. Okay. All right, here we go. Today we're going to read the story After the Fall. Does anyone know what character that is? Anyone know the character? Go ahead, Logan. Who's the character there?
Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty. And what happened to Humpty Dumpty? What's the story that we know? What happened to him? Let's tell the story of Humpty Dumpty. Anybody? Who can tell me the story of Humpty Dumpty? What happened to Humpty Dumpty? Antonio?
Humpty Dumpty fell off the cliff.
He fell. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, right? All right. Dennis, what do you know about Humpty Dumpty?
The thing I know about Humpty Dumpty is he kept falling off and he had to get fixed.
He kept falling off and he had to get fixed. All right, so the title says After the Fall. So what do you think this story might be about before we read it? What do you think? It says After the Fall. What do you think, Dennis?
All I think is they gonna fix him and put him back on the wall and fix him again. And
so that's your prediction, right? So you think that they're gonna fix him and put him back on the wall. All right, I love your prediction.
I think they're gonna keep doing that until he doesn't get back on the wall anymore.
Oh, maybe. We'll have to find out. Does anyone else have a prediction like Dennis made? What happens after the fall? What do we think? Logan?
You don't fall down, but it turns to fall.
He doesn't fall down, but it turns into fall. Maybe they're playing with words. Let's find out. All right, we're going to go ahead and start reading. So make sure you're muted and listening ears are turned on. Got to turn on your ears, you know. All right. How Humpty Dumpty got back up again. That's what the story is going to be about. This is our title page. Ooh, interesting pictures. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall. Sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. So we're hearing the story of his perspective of what happened to him when he fell on the wall. So I really want you to be paying close attention what happens in the beginning, middle, and end, because that's what you're going to be doing for your assignment today is the sequence of the story. What happens at the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and the end of the story. Okay, hold on. We're going to keep reading, and then I'll take questions, okay? Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. Isn't that interesting? Look at him down here. You see? He's all trying to put back together again. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. Oh no! Look at the picture. What do you see? Why is he? Why did it say that he's afraid of heights now. Why do you think that? Why do you think Humpty Dumpty is afraid of heights now? Tyshawn, what do you think?
'Cause he fell.
Because he fell from a high space, right? And now it says he was so scared that it kept him from enjoying some of his favorite things. Well, look at the picture. What are some of his favorite things now that he can't get because it's high up? Dennis?
The thing he's afraid of heights because he fell down and they had to fix him and he doesn't want to do that anymore.
Exactly. But now, since he's afraid of heights, he can't go up high to get his favorite cereal. Look at that. These are all different cereals. And so, since he's scared to climb up the ladder, he just gets the grown-up food cereal. Fiber Flakes, bland. Oh, no. Let's see. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really miss the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. Oh, this kind of goes along with our story from writing. Who remembers what our story from writing was about today? What was it about? Logan.
Something like our story is like a girl being brave.
About being brave. So is Humpty Dumpty being brave in this story?
Not
He's
that.
facing his fear and having courage?
I don't know.
Well, he's not going back up the wall. Do you think that's being brave or being scared?
Scared.
Scared. So maybe he'll learn to be brave though. Let's see what finds out. Go ahead and mute. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Ooh, look at what flew by. What do you think his idea might be? What do you think his idea might be, Dennis?
I think his idea might be meeting his friends at a wall.
Maybe. But what flew by? What is that? What's
That's
that?
a card. It's paper.
It's a paper what?
Flying to his friend's house.
What's a paper what?
Paper airplane.
Airplane.
They put the button in it.
Maybe he'll take an airplane up the wall. Maybe that'll help him get up there. Because he likes to see the birds. All right,
Maybe
go ahead and mute.
to his friend's house.
Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day I kept trying and trying. Oh. Sometimes we have to keep trying and trying until we get it, right? Until it got just right. Look what he built. Why do you think he built that? Who can tell me? Antonio.
Because he can fly off.
Because he can fly off. Ooh, let's find out. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. So why did he make it? So he could be with the birds. His paper could be with the birds. Unfortunately, accidents happen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's our prediction? What happened? We're in our middle of our story now. What happened? What do you think happened to his airplane bird he made with paper? Dennis, what do you think happened?
I think it broke.
You think it broke? Oh, no.
Or I think Humpty just have an ouch.
Oh, no. Do we have another prediction?
I don't know.
Anyone else want to try?
Ask somebody else like the other kid.
Okay, Dennis. Tyshawn, go ahead, sweetie. What do you think?
He fell off his bird and cracked his cheek.
Oh no! Okay, let's find out what happened to the bird. Are you guys ready? Here we go. They always do. So, look at the picture. What do you think happened? They didn't tell us yet, but we see the wall and we see the bird. Antonio, what do you think?
The bird crashed.
The bird crashed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear, let's see. I almost walked away again. But then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. Oh, what's the word that we learned today from our writing story? He's being what now? What is he being, Logan? Is Humpty Dumpty being this now? What is he being? Brave. He's being so brave now because he's trying. Even though he's scared, he's trying and he's going to do it, right? Let's find out. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing one step at a time. Look at him being so brave, climbing the high ladder. Until I was no longer afraid. And he made it to the top of the wall again. Look, he's happy. He looks so happy. Let's see what happens. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Crack, crack. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. What happened? He's cracking. So now he's turning into who can tell me? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? Oh, Savannah, what is he
turning into a maybe fly egg or something.
Okay, but when an egg cracks, what comes out of an egg? Brian, tell me, girl. What is he turning into? What do you see on the picture? What's coming out of the shell?
Mike. No.
What's coming out of the shell? What grows in an egg? What grows in an egg, everybody? Dennis, help her out.
A bird.
A bird. Exactly. Look. Look his wings. You wonder why he liked to be with the birds? Because he is a bird. Look at him fly. And he learned how to fly. Look at that. And now Humpty Dumpty is a bird. What an awesome story. I love this story. Okay, so today, your job on your seesaw, so I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to explain what you're going to do today, okay? So we read our story after the fall about Humpty Dumpty becoming a bird. Oh, my goodness. What a beautiful story. Hold on to your questions, and I'll take it in just a minute, okay, sweetheart? I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you what your assignment is about our story. Okay, so you're going to go to your slides. We're going to go to our reading. You're going to click your seesaw. If it'll load, it's taking forever. Sorry, guys. All right, so you're going to fill this out. You can draw pictures or you can use the text box, whichever you want. And you're going to tell me what happens at the beginning of the story, the middle, and the end. So before you go ahead and do your assignment, let's talk about it. Who can tell me what happened at the beginning of the story? Who can tell me what happened? Antonio, what happens at the beginning of our story? What happens at the beginning, Antonio?
He fell off the
The cliff.
So he was talking about when he fell off the cliff, and did he want to climb back up the cliff, the wall? No, right? So he was scared. So that's what happened at the beginning of the story. He was scared to climb the wall. So what happens in the middle of the story? Who can tell me that? So I have my beginning. He was scared to climb the wall. Now what happens in the middle? Who can tell me? Logan. What did he make?
A bird?
A paper bird, right?
The bird.
He built a paper bird to fly with the birds because he missed flying with the birds or being up there on the wall with the birds.
Because he is a bird.
Exactly. So I wrote built a paper bird, and then what happened? What's the ending, Dennis? Tell us.
The ending was he found his family and flew.
So he was brave enough to climb up the wall, and then he turned into a... Naomi, tell me. What did he turn into?
A question.
What's your question?
I didn't see the whole story.
Oh, that's okay. You can watch it later because it's recording, okay?
Okay.
So what happens at the end? He turns into a what?
Bird.
A bird! And he flew away. He turned into a bird and flew away. I'm writing it down. And so your job today is to go ahead and fill that out on your seesaw. So you can draw pictures or you can write it, okay? Type it. All right, so go ahead and do that on your seesaw. If you don't have any other questions, I will see you. And let's meet back here at 11:40 so then you have time to do your assignment, okay? So 11:40, come back, and then we'll do our math lesson, okay? All right, I will see you at 11:40. Go ahead and do your seesaw reading assignment. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, Naomi and then Dennis, questions?
Do you mean like the math?
Yep, so for our live math lesson, come back at 11:40. Right now, you're going to go do your seesaw assignment that goes with this book.
After my seesaw assignment,
You'll
I
come
don't know how to get on my math.
I'll help you, baby. I got you.
Okay.
All right. It's just the next slide. That's all. All right, Dennis, question.
You know what they say? The story was good and Wakanda forever. Oh!
Okay. Anyone else have any questions? If you don't, go ahead and log off, and I'll see you at 11:40 for math.
Ooh, I look crazy. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
I don't know if you see my message about the test. Whenever you can get available.
Yeah.